Good afternoon, traders. It is Monday, July 6, 2015, and the U.S. stock market is closed. Hey, we really got thrashed today, and this is getting very old and very tiresome. The Dow, well, you can see the chart here. It came down really hard on right on the open. This is the first 15-minute bar here, and definitely penetrated our first red line by considerably, quite a bit. Also took out the low that was over here 3 days ago, and then it rallied, and it actually rallied to just slightly positive here, then failed again. I thought it was going to really fall apart here, but then it came back, and then in the end it ended up closing down 46. It's a weird pattern, but at least from the chart, I'm calling the Dow up for tomorrow. It isn't because I'm optimistic about it, but it's just this is, to me anyway, this looks like a pretty obvious pattern that it's going up for a couple of reasons. It did not take out the low right here, and also this certainly looks like it could be a bull spike. So anyway, I'll call it up. I don't know if that up is going to help us any. We just had a terrible, rotten day. No question about it. We got into 9 trades today, and 8 are negative. I mean, just nothing went right today. Absolutely nothing. Now, well, actually, our closeout trades are okay. We only had 2 positions coming into today, and we got out of them with a total of positive $2,300. So I guess you could say that was the one good thing about today, but after that it was downhill, and as I say, virtually everything we got into went negative. So just really rotten day. And the problem is that this is a rotten day following a rotten day following a whole bunch of rotten days, and it's really tough to trade. I will show you let's see here. Okay, I'll show you 3 charts. Nothing particularly good here. Let's see, what do I have here? I want to I'm sorry. Here we go. Such a bad day. My brain is not functioning very well. Okay, this is the worst trade. The worst trade we have was in Second Sight, or EYES, and you can see what happened here. We had this huge gap up. We buy the gaps. We ended up buying this almost at the top, and then it just immediately fails. It's just awful. And we're actually closing over $3,000, down over $3,000 in EYES. This is kind of a worse pattern than over here, but it's the same kind of thing where we bought it 3 days ago and it immediately fails. It did pop up here, and we got out with just a small loss. My guess is this isn't going to pop up tomorrow, at least not enough to get us out with a small loss. This is going to be a big loser, unfortunately. So that was the worst trade of the day. Let's see, I'll show you not the worst trade of the day, but the biggest disappointment. This is AFOP, which is Alliance Fiber Optic. This is a new stock, and we also had a big gap up here, But Alliance kept going here, and when it was up here, we were up over $2,000. I mean, this looked really very good, but then it starts to slip, and the slipping, during the slipping, Alliance went from being up over 13% to being up about 8% now. So that, you know, it's still, obviously you can see that it's still up quite a bit from Thursday, but it's come back a lot from where we got it. So we end up, well, not a real lot from where we got it, but we're holding a negative $600. So we're seeing positive $2,000 go to negative $600, and this was the one stock I thought was going to do it for us today, and it didn't do it for us. Everything was just plain bad today. And out of those 9 entries that we made, you know, I'll show you, this is the best thing we had, and it's Radius Health, which of course you've heard me talk about. It's been a good stock for us, but we got into this and you know, it went against us, but it did come back toward the end, so it's just slightly profitable. So we got about $200 positive in Radius Health. Out of the 9 stocks we got into, this is the best. This is the only positive. All other 8 stocks are negative. So this is pretty pathetic when a $200 open trade profit is the best I can show you. Anyway, just a terrible day. I'm late getting this up. I didn't want to do it. And you know, I just really am very discouraged, as I'm sure many of you are. So this is Trader Bob signing off. I'll see you tomorrow on Tuesday.